Kia ora, fams. Welcome to my channel as I do this on a podcast. I was trying to get involved on YouTube. I'll be talking about the All Whites and the road to qualification. As you know, Winston Ripper, he's a legend. He's a not just New Zealand football, but Oceania football in general. As Winston Ripper was the one that he won the Bundesliga. So if you played with Ripper in New Zealand on Legends, you'll see how good he was. He was a good performer in the 80s. So yeah, All Whites for Saran, 16 June. Everyone's heard of Tim Payne. No need to say his name. Everyone's heard of Tim Payne. All Whites for Iran, 16 June, 1 p.m. New Zealand time. It depends on your time zone. All Whites for Egypt, 27 June, 1 p.m. So that's when it's on the first time. All Whites for Belgium, 27 June. Just a tantrum. Let him cry. It's tantrum, let him cry. If you go on the football, you got some good cover photos for them. Somebody's crying. Tantrum. So yeah, I go for the football squad. I think the most famous person you know now from football is Tim Payne. The other one known. Hey, what are you guys doing? So I've got a lot of initiatives to the First let them cry, it's a tantrum. So the squad. So yeah, All Whites they just lost to England 1-0. So that was quite a good game. They were frustrating. It was embarrassing for England, the 1-0 result. But yeah, see what the press said about the game. So while British press limited on the embarrassing result, All White says New Zealand side showed promise and the 1-0 loss to England. Sadly, they lost to the ball number 4 in the final warm-up matches was an unexpected result for a team that had some of the game's superstars in the squad. The British press called lackluster warm-up victory. The Telegraph will apply a training game. The Guardian will pick the change. Let him cry. It's attention. 1-0 against New Zealand is pretty quite embarrassing result. With the President British are going to sleep. It's a bird word for Telegraph. But speaking New Zealand, let him cry. It's attention. But speaking New Zealand's morning report Monday from All White defender Evan Nisovich, said this game was very good against the World Cup in New Zealand. Previously, they got a thrashing from Haiti for showed really great character, commitment to put in a strong performance. I mean, that's ready when you see it. So our next team were top four players, so 1-0 was promising. Coach Danny Brazley said the game was off the other side, but what if the report would have created the run. Brazley said, a couple times we got into cross positions, they've been quite good enough, and I feel the best up, the flash with the box. I think it's good. Let him cry, attention! I think it's given enough to get a very, very good team, very good players. Maybe we can manage to have attention. Break down with enough good players to keep your position in good areas. We need players at that moment. England result was in stark contrast against Haiti and Port Lauderdale. They lost 4-0 in terms like supported and necessary for the All Whites coach. Players first match. The boys part sorry about 7 kids at home. The boys part people run away from 7 kids. The moment they were in the game, but he set up the England which they missed their uncles. It was hard work, but it should be hard work in international football when you're playing against a team ranked for the balls and be hard. Mr. Litcher has second most caps for New Zealand with an integral part of the local team. The boys performed strongly. Mr. Litcher is the leading captain. His centre back. I saw him against CDFC. They gave it their best. They unfortunately stayed late in the first half. Little time to concede. They came back and did really well and were gonna try to concert their half chances into goals. If we did do that, we've had a positive result. But once we're now here in North America, West Coast, we're just very based. Results from Manor. I'm on YouTube. Couple of rest days put the winners sus will hit the FIFA bubble. If they were working in the meetings, conversation, checking the training. The boys demanded to be basic in the shop. People can the show and book comes around. Always based on round group G measures during the say praying, and I said pray for all whites. They pray for all whites. They do well, make the knockout say around things so we can pray again. Jesus loves New Zealand, saying it's God to be New Zealand. Apologies for my kids. This nephews crying, it's alcohol, 7 tantrums. So that was my short 6-minute podcast on all whites team. I'm not going to thank you, PJ. I'm picking by the same.